Welcome to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, the big, butch, manly movie podcast that must be straight because we love women. I'm Andrew Wheeler.
And I'm Shane Holland.
On this episode, we're doing our first ever, maybe second ever, depending on what order we release the episodes in, tier list. And what better way to start or continue, depending on which order we release the episodes in, than with the best Bond women. We love our Bond women. We don't call them girls on this podcast. We call them women. We call the boys boys. We call the women women. There are so many iconic women. And like most men,
we love to put women in categories.
Of course we do. Of course. It's an illness. We have 60-something women from the Bond movies. This is all of the major players, none of the incidental or nameless women, not even the dinks of the world make the cut, because we would be here for hours if we were doing every dink and bonita that makes that's appeared in a Bond movie. Sorry about that.
It is what it is. I think we have a great, fabulous list of women to talk about.
We do. And we do include some of the, we include a lot of the villains. I mean, you have to. We don't include Judi Dench's M, and we don't include Moneypenny's Before Eve, but we do include Eve because she played the role of a Bond woman in Skyfall.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, worth including. Those are the criteria. This is how the tier list works, because this is new and exciting. There are 5 tiers. I think 5 is probably enough for our purposes, which are ordered usually from S for super tier or whatever that means, the best of the best, which is red for some reason. I don't understand the traffic light system as it applies to tier lists,
right?
But right, you would think, but I can't change the world. So I've named the tiers after popular brands in the James Bond universe. So our S tier is Rolex. Our A tier is Aston Martin, our B tier is Toblerone, our C tier is Marlboro, and our D tier is British Petroleum.
I mean, that's perfect. Toblerone over Heineken, sure. And shouldn't Aston Martin be where Rolex is, but fine, I'll allow it.
I did wonder if you were going to complain about that, but I don't know. I feel like Rolex is the bigger luxury brand in the world,
All right. I mean, in terms of like the amount of people who have something, I think you're right.
Yeah. But everyone has a Toblerone.
I mean, I have one right now. You don't know where.
I can guess. A couple of notes on how we're going to do tier lists. Or basically, I need to set the table and see if you agree with me on this, Shane. First of all, sometimes you see, I don't know if you've seen a lot of tier lists. Do you waste a lot of time on YouTube watching tier lists?
I waste a lot of time on YouTube, but not necessarily watching tier lists. But I have seen a number in my time, so I'm aware of how this works.
I enjoy them very much, and I'm forcing you to do them with me. One of my things that frustrates me when we're looking at a tier list is when people have a really crowded S tier, and it's like that doesn't make sense. If S is the best of the best, it shouldn't
all be the
top
best.
Heavy. No.
Yeah.
So I would like to apply that standard. And I think as a general rule, when we're doing a tier list, we should both get the chance to make a tweak at the end.
Right.
So here's my suggestion. We can each move one candidate 2 spaces or 2 candidates 1 space at the end.
Oh, love that.
Yeah. And we'll see how that plays out.
There's going to be some fighting tonight.
Oh, and I guess that's the other rule is we have to agree on the placements.
Yes,
that's
lots of negotiating. That's
going to be
communication.
The hard part.
It's a skill.
Yeah.
We're working out our therapy live on camera for everyone.
Again? Oh, well.
Again.
We're working through these ladies in alphabetical order rather than chronological order, by surname or first name if they don't have a surname.
like so many women, mononymous.
Lucky to have names, it turns out, in movies. shocking. So first up is
Positively.
Aki, played by Akiko Wakabayashi in You Only Live Twice.
I love this character, but I'm going to recognize that she's not a Rolex and maybe not even an Aston Martin. I think she falls squarely into a Toblerone category as someone I love to see, but is not much of a player in the movie she's in.
I can't disagree with you. I think, yeah, she's she fits triangularly into a Toblerone. She's very stylish. She's very chic, but she's not particularly well served by.
Or she saves Bond.
True. Yes, she's saving the villain. Not good. Next up is Anya Amasova, aka Agent Triple X from The Spy Who Loved Me, played by Barbara Bach.
Now, are we talking about performance of the actor, or just the characterization, or however we feel in the moment about the person?
I mean, we love to be arbitrary, but technically we are rating the character, not the actor. So
then
let that guide your heart.
Character, I would say maybe another, either an Aston Martin or a Toblerone, like such an important part of the film, and it really gets to kick ass in a way that a lot of other Bond women don't get to.
It's true. And is she going to be one of the highest rated of the Roger Moore women? I think she is.
I think she is. So I think an Aston Martin feels appropriate here.
It's a little generous, but we can always review. And yeah, it's not wrong. But yeah, it does feel I think we're just mean to Barbara Bach. I think that's the problem.
2 women in, and we're already coming across problems with the system.
Andrea Anders in The Man with the Golden Gun, played by Maud Adams, one of the only women, maybe the only woman that we will see twice in this list, because she played 2 different women. She's not the only one to appear twice.
And I can guarantee you that she's not going to rate highly in either. I'm going to put her in the British Petroleum category, but I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I mean, I know that her other role is going to rate higher than this one. Yeah, she doesn't do much in The Man with the Golden Gun, except, betray the bad guy and get killed for it, which is classic. But
we could say that about 60% of the people on this list.
Yeah, I guess I can't make that the rule. Okay, now we move on to Bambi and Thumper. And viewers, listeners, friends, I adore Bambi and Thumper.
Our first fight.
And yet the one we keep having. No, so Bambi and Thumper from the classic Diamonds Are Forever, played by Lola Larson and Trina Parks, and they are just 2 gymnasts defending the home of Willard White in Las Vegas, who get into a fight with Bond, who is an old man, and do lots of just performative gymnastics, and then kind of lose like punks, which is a shame. But Diamonds Are Forever was a really big movie for me growing up, and these characters were so like breath of fresh air for me. I loved these kung fu gymnastic women, probably queer, gorgeous, weird. So I'd like to put them at least on Aston Martin, Shane.
Oh, Andrew, that's so generous of you. I was going to say Marlboro. I don't really want to settle for Toblerone, but I will if I have to.
I can't go but lower than Toblerone, so that's going to have to be our unhappy agreement.
Right.
They're icons. Icons. All right. Ruby Bartlett, played by Angela Scolar in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Ruby Bartlett, the Commoner's Muck Northern girl.
Now, this is one where I feel like if we're like just pure personality, this is a Rolex character. This is someone who stands out in the film in the best way. But I think, oh man.
Measured against the canon of Bond women, I don't think she's a Rolex. Especially, there's another woman in this movie that outclasses her.
Absolutely will be. Yeah, so I don't even think she's an Aston. She's just not in enough of the film. She doesn't really, I don't know, God. I'm already seeing that the Toblerone tier is going to be full to the brim.
It could be.
Is it a Toblerone for you as well?
I think it is. I love her.
I love
She just doesn't
her.
rise above it, but she also doesn't sink down to whatever a Marlborough is. We don't know
No.
yet. We haven't filled that role.
Right.
Oh, dear.
But honestly, this is generous for a character who has maybe 7 minutes of screen time in an excellent
Right.
film and an excellent long film. The fact that she means this much to both of us, put her in that Toblerone category, I say.
All right, and then Pam Bouvier, played by Carrie Lowell in License to Kill.
This is a Marlboro for me, mostly because I don't think it's such a forgettable role in a kind of forgettable film.
Yeah, I mean, I like her. I like all of these women to some degree, but
Me too.
yeah, she doesn't. There's nothing. I don't think any of the women in the Dalton era, and it's generous to call it an era, like stand out in the pantheon of Bond women.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, Pam. And then Helga Brandt, who I mean, I've gone on record before, and I don't think this is a controversial opinion. Helga Brandt, played by Karen Dorr in You Only Live Twice, is a knockoff Fiona Volpe. She will always be a knockoff of Fiona Volpe, and Fiona Volpe is too great and delicious a character. Being a pale imitation isn't the worst thing. It means you're fine. It means maybe you're a Marlborough.
I would agree with that. Yeah, she does things. She doesn't do nothing like an Andrea Anders. So I'm fine with the Marlborough position.
And then Miss Irma Bunt from the delicious On Her Majesty's Secret Service, played by Ilse Steppat. The woman who gets away with it.
She gets away with murder. And honestly, that might put her in the Rolex tier for me. Maybe Aston Martin, just because there's another character very similar to her who I think stands out more. I'd be fine with Aston Martin.
Yeah, I think Aston Martin, I'm going to say ahead of Anya even. Oh, I don't think.
Can you do
that? How do I do that?
There you go.
I can do that. Yeah, we can reorder these. So, like, Ruby probably goes above Aki.
But Aki goes after Bambi and Thumper? All right. Sure, it's your list, I guess.
It's our list. Fine, if you think Aki goes above my girls. I'm just gonna cry tonight. That's fine. Paula Kaplan,
you do that every night. Don't make it seem like it's different.
The reasons change. It's like a karaoke machine of tears. Paula Kaplan, Martine Beswick in Thunderball. We both love Paula, as I recall.
We do, yes, and is unceremoniously murdered in that film. Like, again, so many of these women. Yes. I would. That's tough. I would say Toblerone because she plays an important part. She does it well. We loved her in that film, but she's not the star, and there isn't enough for her to do to say that she really excels in a position as a Bond woman.
Yeah, she's great. Martine Beswick is amazing. Paula Kaplan just has this glorious, I don't know, she feels like a character with a rich life that we never get to explore, but we never get to explore it. So yeah, Toblerone all over. Next up, Caroline from GoldenEye, played by Serena Gordon. British Petroleum?
I was going to ask who this was, so thank you. That is where she belongs.
She's not important, and she's not good.
Nope.
Miss Caruso, played by Madeline Smith in Live and Let Die. This is the Italian agent who is hiding in the closet in Roger Moore's apartment. James Bond's apartment, but it was a Roger Moore film. She's adorable,
BP,
but she's not significant.
No,
I mean, she had some good moments, like the zipper dress. That's her, right?
Yep, that's her. Getting shoved in the closet. Which
great content.
Very Roger Moore. But yeah, I think she's a British Petroleum again. She just not much going on there for me.
I would have maybe bumped her up to a Marlborough, but yeah, she's not important. Oh boy, look who's next. So, Miss Paris Carver, played by Terry Hatcher in Tomorrow Never Dies.
You can see how much I'm smiling. This is an Aston Martin for me.
You don't think a Toblerone?
No. No.
How is she an Aston Martin? I mean, she sucks a little bit. She gets busted. She's not particularly, Terry Hatcher, love her to death, but the 80s glamour on this 2000s woman
It was
I don't know, Shane.
1997. Thank you very much. A very good year. Fine. A Toblerone I would settle for and I would put her like in line with Bambi and Thumper as someone we're acquiescing to their position.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I want to move Paula up, but it's so hard to do.
Yeah.
All right, then the other Carver, Rosie.
The other Carver.
The other Carver. From Live and Let Die, played by Gloria Henry. A great performance, a great role up to a point. Like the first major black Bond woman, right?
Yes, absolutely. And for that, I want to give her due, but also she's like, it's a terrible role. She fails and then she fails again, and she's afraid to do her job, and she gets killed because she's afraid of voodoo. It's just all that entire movie, the book, they're so racist. And like, this feels like we were thrown a bone by having her there, and it's hard to watch. But man, talk about like breaking down barriers for black women in like major motion pictures. I don't know. Part of me wants to say Marlboro, part of me wants to say Toblerone.
She's she's important, and I think we love what she could have been. But yeah, when you watch the film, it's it's easy to forget how objectionable her treatment is when there's so much else to object to in Live and Let Die. But no, she gets a real crappy deal. Marlboro.
Oh, that's what I meant. Marlboro.
I'm putting a high in Marlboro, though.
Perfect.
Am I ready to have my heart broken by you again?
Look, I'm willing to say that Tiffany Case is an Aston Martin. I am totally fine with that.
Jill St. John, Diamonds Are Forever. Tiffany Case, one of the best American Bond women, I would say, because she's so American. Like, she's brassy and opinionated and difficult.
I think she's what the English think of American women for sure.
But I love that she's a criminal. She's an unrelenting con woman who is always playing the angles all the way through the movie. Is never really redeemed. She just works out how to survive. She's a cockroach, and I love a cockroach. Not the insects, just the people in movies. Even in real life, I think those people are probably going to be unbearable. But she is, and she's got this wonderful glamour. Like, she's a call girl as well. She's got the wigs in her first scene. She's very, very enterprising. So I agree, she's an Aston Martin, at least.
Great. All right, no huge fights yet.
Domino Derval, Claudine Auger in Thunderball.
I love this character. I mean, she's not a Rolex. I'm just trying to figure out how I can argue that she's an Aston Martin. Is she the first Bond woman to kill the villain?
Oh, maybe.
I think she is. And she's definitely one of like the most fashionable Bond women, I think.
The style is exceptional.
I would
especially
be
for
willing to say
mostly wears swimsuits.
Yeah, honestly. I think she's an Aston Martin. You could possibly talk me down to a Toblerone, but I think the fact that she kills Emilio Largo warrants something in regards to respecting her name.
All right, I'm going to let you have this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have thought Toblerone, but she is super stylish. She does accomplish things, and she is a very iconic Bond woman. I think Domino
I think so.
Has a name to toy with. On the other hand, Solange Dimitrius, I didn't even know that was her surname, in Casino Royale.
I didn't know.
I
just thought it was Solange.
I thought it was too. Caterina Marino, named for the Abercrombie employee in the short story James Bond 007 in New York. Am I remembering that
right.
correctly?
That is correct. Abercrombie employee. Let that sink in. Before there were male Abercrombie and Fitch models, there was Solange Demetrios.
I don't think the surname comes from the book.
No.
She's kind of a nothing, though, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. She's a British petroleum product.
Corinne Dufour from Moonraker, played by Corinne Clary. She is Drax's helicopter pilot.
That's right.
Who pursues Bond by helicopter and gets blown up. Am I remembering that correctly?
That's right.
Good for her. What a great day out she
Good
had.
for her.
BP?
BP, yeah. She does one thing, and she doesn't even do it well.
Pat Fearing, the nurse in Thunderball,
Ooh.
the third Thunderball woman. I think there's at least one more to come. Yes, there is. Very significantly so. Molly Peters as Nurse Pat Fearing, the Bond woman in the first part of the movie, best known for her mink glove.
I think this is an iconic role too. The women of Thunderball, honestly, all of them kill it. They make that movie in so many ways for me. I'd be willing to say this is a Toblerone part. This is one of those characters that for her 5 minutes makes such an indelible impression from the very start of the film.
All right, she's a Toblerone. Also, I love that she's Pat, you know? She is Patricia, but she's Pat Fearing.
But she goes by Pat.
Speaking of great names, Strawberry Fields, Gemma Arterton in Quantum of Solace, doing her best without a script.
Oh man, yeah, this is the role I think I feel the most bad for like a woman in a Bond film, because it could have been something, and she gets such an iconic, like her send-off is a nod to one of the most iconic deaths in cinema history.
Yes.
She has talked very openly about how much she felt like this role held her back in her professional career, how everyone hated the name and they hadn't found a way to work it into the script, and so she's Fields, just Fields, but she's Strawberry Blonde, and that's how everyone knows her name was Strawberry Fields. I would say Marlboro? I want this to be a Toblerone, but I'm allowing it to be a Marlboro.
I think, yeah. She could be a BP. Well, given how she dies, it might not be apposite to put her in BP.
Honestly, the fact that she's not in BP is a good end for her.
We've saved you, Strawberry.
Again.
All right. Next up, Miranda Frost, Rosamund Pike, in one of her first acting roles. The fact that she's like 22 or something in this movie. Die Another Day is the movie. This character and this performance, if you're watching this podcast and you've seen Die Another Day and you think back to it as being like just a wreck of a movie, go back and watch it for Miranda Frost specifically, because she's so good. Rosamund Pike is
good.
Excellent as a Bond villain, as a henchwoman, and just a great character that is almost enough to redeem the worst parts of that movie. I love Rosamund Pike as Miranda Frost.
It's so crazy, but I'm gonna say this might be my first Rolex. Like, Miranda Frost, the character, saves the film Die Another Day from being the worst film in the franchise.
I think an Aston Martin. I think she doesn't register as an icon, and that's wrong, really. Like, she should be better appreciated than she is. But to put her in the company, put her in the company of all these. Look at these women in the Rolex category. Does she belong among these women?
All of these women, yeah. It's so funny because I know who's going to end up there, and you know too.
Oh, it's only a surprise to the viewers, and even then, maybe not.
Probably not.
Putting her in
if you've ever watched a Bond film, solidly in the center. Yeah, okay, fine. No, honestly, I know that you will fight me on this, but she belongs ahead of Tiffany Case. But fine, in my mind, they are equal. That's how I'm gonna
believe what you want to believe. Okay, it's time to do what we came here to do. Pussy Galore. played
The
by
Rolex
Honor Blackman.
of Rolexes.
She's in Goldfinger. So what? And there is a Rolex in that movie, I think.
Yes,
Rolex
Submariner. That's right.
It's a perfect Bond movie, asterisk, and she is the perfect Bond woman, one of the greatest to ever do it. Absolutely a Rolex.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Dr. Holly Goodhead. Wow, for those two to end up together. Lois Chiles in Moonraker. One of the most derided Bond women of all time.
And for good reason.
She and Mary Goodnight are sitting right next to each other in this alphabetical listing, and oh boy.
Oh boy.
Shall I just put Holly straight into British Petroleum?
Yeah. And this is a main character. This is our first main character who's ending at the bottom of the list. And yeah. No more needs to be said.
Does not land it. Britt Eklund as Mary Goodnight in The Man with the Golden Gun. Okay, my instinct is to say British Petroleum. I think, I don't know, am I hearing arguments?
Are you? Are they in your head?
Does someone like this character? Maybe.
I mean,
don't know.
At times I've waffled on her. I don't think she's as wooden as Goodhead, but she's not much better. Honestly, I think this is a BP for me as well.
Yeah, good girls ending up on the bottom. Right, Melina Havelock from For Your Eyes Only, played by Carol Bouquet, someone who to me is a Toblerone. Maybe I could be pushed into Aston Martin, but I think you hold her in a higher regard than I do.
Honestly, I was going to say Toblerone.
Toblerone?
I think, the Aston Martin tier is reserved for really special women who do something really different. Melina Havelock does kick some ass. She gets that that amazing crossbow moment. But I think Toblerone feels right.
The fact that her most memorable outfits are Barber jackets is kind of amazing, but also it's not the most Bond woman thing. Does she wear a dress in that movie? She's
probably just a
sad
simple
in that
white
movie.
thing. Yeah, she's very sad. It's a very sad movie. It's the most grounded Roger Moore Bond film.
That's true. I mean, they had to do something to course correct. Paula Ivanova, played by Fiona Fullerton in A View to a Kill. We're going to have better characters from A View to... There's a lot, actually, of female characters in A View to a Kill who do not make it onto this list of Bond women because they're so minor. So Jenny Flex and Pan Ho, I think. And there's at least one other woman
Jenny
in that
Flex
movie with a name. She's not on the list. I'm sorry, Jane. And should Paula Ivanova even be on the list? I mean,
that's a no from me.
She's very 80s.
Very 80s. I mean, famously derided in the Austin Powers scene, in the hot tub, I believe.
Yeah.
In Japan, women come first, or men come first and women come second. I think that's about all we know about her. And so for that alone, that's a British Petroleum.
So sorry, Paula. Okay, this one, I don't know where.
So sorry to this
land.
woman as well. Yeah.
Halle Berry as Jinx Johnson in Die Another Day. She is not Rosamund Pike as Miranda Frost. If Miranda Frost is undervalued, Jinx is, I think, correctly assessed.
Yeah, I think Toblerone feels right for Jinx as well. She's not a groundbreaking character. Halle Berry showed up, and you can tell that she was excited to be there, but I don't think that translates into a great performance.
Did you have fun up there, though? Did you have
fun up there? Yeah.
I was going to say Marlboro, but
I can't have two black women in the Marlboro tier so far. I'm sorry. We've got to put her in Toblerone.
You were willing to put Thumper down there, so I mean,
I didn't even think Bambi and Thumper should be a part of this list.
end call. Okay, speaking of the Brosnan era, Dr. Christmas Jones, played by the great Denise Richards in The World Is Not Enough.
Honestly,
we have
great.
these women back to back. They alphabetically are neighbors. So yeah, we also have Elektra King, played by Sophie Marceau, also in The World Is Not Enough. And I don't think these two are going to end up on the same tier, are they, Shane?
No, they're not both. Oh, okay. Look, I think Christmas Jones is an underrated character. I think Denise Richards was underrated in that film. She was unfairly treated because she had, a big chest and was, a nuclear physicist. Hard to believe, I guess. But I don't think she's necessarily terrible in the film or in the role. And I think I want to put her in Aston Martin, but I would settle for Toblerone.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So in your head, they are in the same level because
Yes.
I agree with you. Like we've talked about Dr. Christmas Jones in the past. Like she is very much like the poster child of that era of Bond and what people would criticize about it. But she was also a victim of misogyny. Like the way people talked about her
This big-titted woman could never be a nuclear physicist. It's like, fuck you.
Like, actually, beautiful women can be scientists. Scientists can be beautiful women.
Women in STEM.
Maybe we shouldn't be such dicks about that. So yeah, I think she's a better character than her reputation. I would say Toblerone, but look, I'm putting her at the top of Toblerone for you. Shane.
Yeah, one of the big Toblerone bars that you get in an airport.
Well, Christmas. What is Christmas without a Toblerone? Elektra King, on the other hand, Sophie Marceau in the same film. What a legend she is!
What a legend!
That is such a great performance, such a great twist. Like the fact that she is the villain and she fools us. Also, her outfits are stunning. The performance is amazing. She is gorgeous.
And she should have been the main villain and not Robbie
Renard.
What's his name? Coltrane. Yeah.
No, not Coltrane.
Not
Robbie Coltrane is Valentin.
Right.
So I think she's Aston Martin, but I almost think she's Rolex.
Almost thinks like she's the Rolex of the Brosnan era for sure.
She is. I mean,
are we?
But so is Miranda and Elektra. They're both great.
They're both great. Is Miranda the Rolex of the Brosnan era? No. Okay, fine. Aston Martin, but a high Aston Martin for me.
How's that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Rosa Klebb, played by Lottie Lenya in From Russia with Love. This
I think we've got our second Rolex.
Evil queer woman. Absolutely a Rolex.
She slays.
Icon.
She's an icon. I mean, yeah, she's we've got our two queer women in the top spot so far.
Oh yeah.
That's important to me.
That's so us. And it's Lottie Lenya. I mean, come on.
She's a legend. Yeah.
She's a legend. From Lottie Lenya
Speaking
to
of legends. Yeah.
to Lisa Soto in License to Kill. She can't go above Pam Bouvier, can she?
No. This is I thought about it, but no. This is a British Petroleum woman, unfortunately.
Sorry, Lupe.
Sorry,
I'm just
Lupe.
throwing her into the pool. There's the BP level is not in any order. It's just
the garbage tier. Yeah.
You girls have fun, okay?
They are having a great party down there.
They are white wine drinkers all the way.
All of them.
like they're drinking like the coolers. Okay. Vespa Lind, played by Miss Ava Green in Casino Royale. She's got style. She's got grace. She's amazing. And Ava Green
she's amazing.
Is one of the best performances in any Bond film, and one of the most heartbreaking characters.
Yeah, and she's witty and she's smart, and she has her own inner life, which so many of these women do not. Like, she is a fully realized character. And yeah, how could she not be on the Rolex tier? She set everything in motion for the Daniel Craig era, and she was iconic doing it.
Next up is Magda, played by Christina Wayborn in Octopussy. This is another character I would say you could go back and have another look at, just because she's in so much of the film. She has some great outfits all the way through. Like, she's up there as one of the female henchies of the franchise, and is undervalued and underappreciated. I love Magda.
I can
that
tell.
Doesn't necessarily put her above a Toblerone.
No, definitely not. Not for me, at least. I mean, I'm thinking the Marlboro tier is looking pretty thin, but I know how much you love her.
You're not wrong, but there she goes. Hey, Manuela, she could go in the Marlboro tier, right? Emily Bolton in Moonraker.
Yeah.
She's a nothing character.
Do
you remember who this is?
No. Yes, but no. Like, I know.
She's like the
Is this
local...
the Rio scene?
Yes. She's the local contact. She's basically the Paloma of her era, but in an era where they didn't appreciate what a Paloma could be.
This is a British Petroleum woman to me as well. Because what does she do other than walk him through the streets?
Does she get killed by Jaws?
No, I don't even think she gets killed. Like, nothing happens to her.
She just faints or something, yeah. All right, Jill Masterson and Tilly Masterson, they are side by side for a reason. Shirley Eaton and Tanya Mallet in Goldfinger, two women we love, two great roles, and two icons. Jill is more famous to the general public because of how she dies. Tilly, I think, is actually the more important character and the more interesting and complicated character, but they're both great. Can we separate them?
Great. It's hard to separate them.
Yeah.
They're both great in such different ways that I'm okay putting them both on the Aston Martin tier. I think maybe that's like giving them too much credit, but I don't think so either. Like, Jill Masterson is in the film for maybe like 6 minutes and is one of the most remembered Bond women. So I think that deserves something more than a Toblerone.
I'm going to agree with you. And Tilly, I love Tilly so much. I'm so like sad though. Like, justice for Tilly Masterson. She needs to come back in another movie, like played by Bosco from Drag Race.
Perfect.
Okay, our queen, Grace Jones as Mayday in A View to a Kill. What a woman.
What a woman. What a performance. Unhinged. Completely unhinged. Almost as nonsensical as the movie that she is in. But if we're talking about like strong femininity, like butch femininity, being like the most incredible henchwoman, is she on the same level as a Miranda Frost, or is she an icon like Rosa Klebb? That's the question.
What is the question? We have to remember that this is our list, and I think Mayday is so... I think she's just an extraordinary character. Like, the arc she goes on, like her redemptive story, but also the fact that she is so fearsome and she is so novel in not just in Bond movies but in movies.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Rolex.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Mayday is one of the great henches, and Grace Jones. I mean, we are blessed to have Grace Jones in a Bond film. That's my feeling.
Yeah. We are blessed to have Grace Jones, period.
Yes. Cara Milovi in The Living Daylights, played by Mariam Dabo.
Hey, we get to flesh out the Marlboro tier.
That is the shadiest thing you've said all episode. And you're absolutely right. Eve Moneypenny, played by Naomi Harris in Skyfall, but also in Spectre and No Time to Die.
You know, this felt like a revelation at the time.
Mm.
At the time, 10 years ago.
Oh, when I was young and watching Bond films, they used to make those, you know.
But I think the character holds up. And it was really refreshing to see Moneypenny doing anything other than sitting behind a desk and flirting with James. Yeah, I'm gonna say Eve Moneypenny is an Aston Martin.
I agree. I think so. Yeah, she doesn't get to be truly iconic, but she's a great character and such a nice, like, I mean, just a sign of progress in the franchise that we needed and wanted.
Refreshing.
Speaking of progress, Camille Montes, played by Olga Kurilenko in Quantum of Solace, not the most rewarding role of all time, but the Bond woman who never sleeps with Bond nor even comes close, really.
Nope, she's on her own path.
She's on her own path. He's mourning Vesper. They are just friends from work. And that's one of the great things about it. Like, again, this is a character who is better than people's memory of her, I think.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't stand out particularly. Like, she's not in a film that lends itself to being a great character.
She is I think she's a solid Toblerone tier.
Yeah. I'm going to say she's above Halle Berry, though.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not spending much time ordering these, but there's something gestural behind it all. Naomi, played by Caroline Munro in The Spy Who Loved Me.
I'm racking my brain. She's the henchman. She's the main villain's henchwoman.
I think so. Oh,
that's a British Petroleum woman. I've got to stop saying that. I'm going to go around the world saying you're just a dirty British Petroleum woman.
Oh, dear Lord. One letter off from Naomi. Lashana Lynch in No Time to Die.
Much more appreciated character.
Yes.
Who even still, like as we've discussed recently, probably depending on the order of this, she didn't get enough to do. We wanted even more, but it was really cool having a female 007 who was black, as if the producer said, well, here's what you wanted. But she did get to do it.
Are you happy now?
Are you happy now?
Yeah, she feels like a promise that wasn't really kept. I think, God, I actually don't know. She's somewhere between Aston Martin and Toblerone. Like, is she up there with Eve Moneypenny? I'm going to say yes. I think so. But again, there is that like unfulfilled promise of Naomi that's frustrating. But that's not Lashana Lynch's fault.
No, definitely not. Great character, great actor. Deserving to be at the end of that at the Aston Martins.
My alphabet's got messed up here somehow. I just need to move plenty down a couple. Because next up is Maud Adams as Octopussy in Octopussy, the gangster queen of the film, running her lesbian circus, the second lesbian circus, in an Indian palace, and being a much better role than the other Maud Adams role, but also just a huge disappointment in terms of what could have been, because you want this female, you want her to be Elektra King, and she's not, basically. But she is one of my favorite parts of this film, but the film is Octopussy.
Wow, rude. This is...
And she's not Magda.
And she's not Magda. I honestly think Octopussy is Marlboro tier. I'm sorry to say. Maybe higher than Rosie Carver, but I just don't...
You're not wrong. I just hate it.
I know, it's sad. You feel bad for Maud, but it's not her fault she was in a terrible film.
Twice. Xenia Onatopp as Famke Janssen. Famke Janssen as Xenia Onatopp in Goldeneye.
Oh, I mean, there is an argument to be made that she is a Rolex of a character.
She's not below Aston Martin, that's for sure. Like,
No.
she's in those top two for absolutely sure. Is she in the top level? She might be. Is she?
Do we have any other? Oh, there's just one other Brosnan era Bondwoman to go, and between the two of them, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Xenia would be the one.
You were saying, is Elektra the Rolex? Is Miranda the Rolex of this era? And the answer is no. Xenia is the Rolex of this era.
For sure.
She is.
Widely regarded as the best Brosnan film, and mostly because of Xenia on a top.
Yeah. Paloma, played by Ana de Armas in No Time to Die. This is an interesting one. We talked about this film recently. We agreed that Paloma is basically the best thing in the film. The 5-minute sequence with her in it is incredible. Like, there's that little part of me that's like, is she a Rolex? But she can't be a Rolex. She's not.
She can't be a Rolex. But she's definitely an Aston Martin, right? Like,
yeah, I agree. And
honestly, above Naomi, like
Naomi.
I find her
above
more
Eve?
interesting. Above Eve, even. Like, there's just something genuine.
Do we need to reorder this list a little bit here? Or you're just going to shove Paloma, like, there. And
yeah,
there we go. I've done a little bit of work, a little bit of housekeeping.
Great. Yeah, that looks right.
Plenty O'Toole, played by Lana Wood in Diamonds Are Forever. It's Diamonds Are Forever. You know my feelings. I do think Plenty is an icon. She has one of the best gags of all Bond history, named after your father, no doubt. She does have a great moment being thrown out of a window and falling in the pool, but then she dies in a different pool. So that's annoying. But I know she's not higher than a Toblerone.
Andrew, I don't even think she's a Toblerone, babe.
Oh, come on. She's so good. Are you saying she's a high Marlboro? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying she's the best of the Marlboros?
I think she might be the best of the Marlboros. Like, I just don't think she's doing anything groundbreaking other than having like a really witty line. That's not groundbreaking because they all get that. But she's got the best one.
Says the line.
Well, yeah, it's directed at her.
All right. I feel like you're just hobbling all of my Diamonds Are Forever girls so that I have to spend all my points on them, and I don't have enough points to spend. You're mean. You're a mean
I gave
one,
you
Mr.
Tiffany
One.
Case in the Aston Martin
You gave me nothing. She lives there. Tatiana Romanova, played by Daniela Bianchi in From Russia with Love. Gorgeous, brilliant, but not a good character. Like,
no,
she's gorgeous. She's got a beautiful neck thing that she's scarf, halter, choker.
Yeah, hiding her out.
She's very glamorous, kind of a nothing.
Yeah, she doesn't even know what plot she's involved in. So I think a Toblerone tier works for me for Tatiana.
Well, I was going to go Marlboro, but okay.
Ooh. Oh, well, maybe you're right. Oh, man, that's tough. I'm going to
put her in Toblerone. I'll put her in Toblerone. It's mostly just for the glamour that she brings, though.
True.
Honey Ryder, Ursula Andress, Dr. No.
Do we give respect for being like the first major Bond woman? I mean, and she's pretty cool. She's got the hunting knife and the most iconic outfit in cinema history. Is she a Rolex? That's the question. No.
Yeah. Is she a Rolex? You think no? Do you think Aston Martin?
I think a high Aston Martin, and this is like a legacy Aston Martin.
Wow. Okay. Oh, she's fallen in behind Irma Bunt. I can't do anything about that. It's just happened.
That's fine.
And now the board is too big and I have to scroll up and down. Countess Lisa von Schlaff, played by Cassandra Harris in For Your Eyes Only, and I don't think that's her real name, right?
Countess Liesel, I'm sure. Yeah.
No, but isn't she not really a countess? She's a con artist.
Huh. I'm going to say, based on this discussion,
with a big long scarf, right?
Yeah, exactly. She's
Like, I think
down at
she's
the
run down
oil
by an
level.
all-terrain vehicle. Like,
Yeah,
what a indignity.
because
Yeah,
she
we'll put
ran
her in
straight
BP.
instead of like zigzagging. Uh,
Only herself to blame for that. Oof, what a terrible thing to say. Lucia Sciarra, Monica Bellucci, Inspector, allowing for the fact it's Monica frickin' Bellucci. I mean, she's a goddess, but the character's a bit, it's like she's mostly
she's
just sad.
yeah, she's sad. She has art, and she sleeps with Daniel Craig.
Yeah, which is a great way to go out in life, you know?
Yeah, honestly, for me, that would be like living a Rolex life. For this character, it might be a British Petroleum.
I'm going to say, I'm going to elevate her to Marlborough because it's Monica freaking Bellucci.
Okay, yeah. Put the respect
I can't.
on who she is.
Yeah, yeah. Severine, played by Berenice Marlowe in Skyfall.
Ooh, speaking of sad characters.
The modern reinvention of the trapped evil Bond woman who is actually just a sex worker who got in way over her head and pays the price that all men must extract from women who have the audacity to be people in their stories. Awful treatment.
Yeah.
And
so we're putting her
gorgeous.
in the British Petroleum list.
I mean,
am I wrong?
No.
I feel bad. It's not. I didn't write the film.
She didn't make it. She didn't make it.
Oh no, she doesn't even want to go. Just like in the movie.
I'm putting her at the top.
Okay, she's the leader of the BP gang.
It feels so bad.
We should.
Natalya Simonova, played by Isabella Scorupco in Goldeneye. She's not Xenia, but she's great. She is the only Bond woman, I think, to literally carry her own story where Bond is not part of the story. Like, she's that first third of the movie, we're just following her.
Yeah. I'm going to say a high Aston Martin for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, say what you will about the Brosnan era Bond films, but like the women were pretty great.
Natalya, is definitely underrated, I think, in the public imagination because she's overshadowed by Xenia, and she is again in our list. But yeah, she's feisty, and she has the third act problem of becoming the sort of the synth. But when she's running around Siberia in a cardigan, she is a queen.
Absolutely.
Speaking of queens, I think Jane Seymour knew the queen. Solitaire in Live and Let Die.
It's tough, right?
She's such a victim.
She's such a victim. She's like the best part of that movie, but she's such a victim.
Just handed around by two awful men, one of whom is our hero.
And maybe she's Marlborough.
She's so It's kind of a flat. Like, she has gorgeous gowns, wonderful gowns,
beautiful gowns.
But she's not. Yeah, she might be the queen of the Marlboroughs. Oh, sorry, no, Plenty wouldn't let her.
You did that on purpose.
I can't control it. All right, we are into our final row. Stacey Sutton, played by Tanya Roberts in A View to a Kill. I feel like I kind of like her makeup actually in this.
Yeah, that's a great picture of her.
Yeah.
That's about all I have to say about Stacey Sutton.
I mean, her dad worked in oil, right? Or was it microchips? Something, I don't know.
Oh, who
She's
cares?
Garbage. Casey Suzuki, played by Mie Hama in You Only Live Twice. She and Aki are basically one role cut between two characters so that they could kill someone and still have someone in the final reel. She actually
Thank you,
doesn't.
Roald Dahl. Yeah.
She doesn't really, like, she gets to do a bunch of action stuff. She gets to raid a volcano in a swimsuit.
Cool.
But she almost does. No, does she talk much?
No, almost not at all.
She's the cipherist of ciphers, right?
Yeah, exactly. God, is
like,
she
Aki
like?
has a cool sports car. What does
Yeah,
Marlboro?
Marlboro. Yeah, I was really waffling between that and British Petroleum, but I mean, God, at least she's like, yeah, at least she's got some action scenes that are interesting.
Madeline Swan, played by Lea Seydoux, Inspector and No Time to Die. I mean, I guess she's ultimately the woman that killed James Bond, so she's got that going for her.
I mean, you've said it. She's a trad wife, and I think she's a little more interesting in Spectre than she is in No Time to Die, but she's not very interesting, is she?
No, she is not. She is not.
I think she's Marlboro purely because she has so much story tied around her.
Yeah, like she's almost a burden. Honestly, it's like, oh, she's important, but do I enjoy her? No, not at all, really.
That's
okay.
sad.
I'm going to do a little bit of editorial here. We're not going to take these last ones totally in order. We're going to go with Dr. Molly Warmflash, played by Serena Scott Thomas in The World Is Not Enough, because she can't be the last one that we look at.
Oh no, definitely not. So we're gonna put her in Toblerone? No, she's British Petroleum for sure.
She's British Petroleum. We love her sister in Slow Horses.
Can we put her beside Goodhead and Goodnight? Because Warm Flash is just the logical conclusion to that trio.
Okay, sorry,
Thank
Paula.
you.
The other one I'm going to pull out here, Valenka, played by Ivana Milchevich in Casino Royale. This is the chief's henchwoman. She's pretty cool.
Great haircut.
So of its time. Like, she's not significant, but she's awesome. She's cool.
Yeah.
I dig her.
Me too. Dig her enough to put her in Marlboro tier?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that feels right.
And now we can see why I had to pull those two out, because, I mean, okay, Miss Taro is only important to me, but the other four women here are all deserving of special recognition, I think.
Yeah.
Regardless of where they end up. So Miss Taro,
I know you want to put Miss Taro in Toblerone.
by Zaina Marshall in Dr. No. Okay. Listeners, watchers, viewers, friends, you won't know this necessarily. I think Miss Taro, as one of the first Bond women, is such a great villain hench. She survives, so that she's got that in her credit. Also, she's just so gorgeous and glamorous, and she has the best interior design taste. She lives my dream life in this gorgeous, breezy mountaintop bungalow in Jamaica, where everything is chinoiserie, which is problematic, especially because she has the wingtip eye makeup to make her look like she's mixed Jamaican Chinese. So I admit there are problems with the character, but she's my drag persona. I love Miss Taro. I'd like her to be in Toblerone, please, Shane.
Andrew, I love you, and so for taking us on what felt like 5-minute diatribe, I will give you Miss Taro at the bottom of the Toblerone tier.
Damn it! Look. You should be grateful I cut that down to 5 minutes, okay? Sylvia Trench, played by Eunice Gayson in Dr. No and From Russia with Love. To people who are not Bond fanatics, they may not know Sylvia Trench appears in the first two Bond movies and was supposed to be a recurring character thereafter. Basically, James Bond's
girlfriend at home,
woman in port. Yeah, like whenever he was back in London, he would take Sylvia for a date, and it's a shame that didn't go a little longer. Sylvia Trench is the first Bond woman we meet, and she is the one that gives us the James Bond construction. She introduces herself as Sylvia Trench, and he says James Bond in response to her. So she is important.
Yes,
but
she is important.
Is she an icon?
I don't think she's an icon. I think you and I and a handful of others know how important she is to the franchise. I think she's leading the Marlboro party. They're out back smoking a ton of cigarettes.
I mean, yes, she is a Marlboro girl in that sense, for sure. It breaks my heart to put her that low. just because of what she represents. But okay, I take it.
I mean, honestly, her and Miss Tarot should be switched, but you had to have your Miss Tarot, so...
It's a game to you, Shane. Is this a game?
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
These are women's lives.
We have 3 women left, so I'm just going to run through the names so we're all on the same page about who we're talking about here. Teresa Di Vincenzo, played by Diana Rigg in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Fiona Volpe, played by Luciana Paluzzi in Thunderball. And Wylin, played by Michelle Yeoh in Tomorrow Never Dies. And the reason these 3 need to be our last 3 is because they are legends. One of them is one of my favorite Bond women. One of them is one of your favorite Bond women. Mm-hmm. And the third is one of the greatest Bond women.
So, one part
of
me
negotiations begin.
Honestly, part of me wants to put them all in Rolex tier.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
Yeah, but
I love Michelle Yeoh, but I don't think Wylin makes it to Rolex. I think she makes it to Rolex in your head, but I don't think the character is that status.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Wylin is definitely Aston Martin, right? Like you cannot deny me that.
I will give you that. It's Michelle Yeoh being Michelle Yeoh. She's a good time. I'm putting her ahead of Tiffany Case.
Awesome. Shouldn't Miranda Frost be a little high? No, fine.
Above Wylin? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, honestly.
Above Elektra King?
I think above Elektra King.
Maybe above Natalya?
Yeah, that feels right. Okay.
Okay. My girl here, Fiona Volpe, played by the great Luciana Paluzzi. I think the best Bond woman that's never redeemed. Well,
yes.
Not from Rosa Klebb.
I see that.
I think she's a Rolex, but I know in the public imagination she's not a Rolex. But she is such a standout in terms of glamour, in terms of delivering the lines. She has an iconic death. She rides around Kent on a motorbike, being a queen and a goddess. She's so beautiful with the red hair. The fact that she sleeps with Bond and then is like, "You thought I was going to be redeemed by your penis?"
Think again,
buddy. And for that, she is an icon. And let me have one of my beloveds in the top tier, Shane. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, fine. It's just so crazy to me that Fiona Volpe is beating out some of the women in the Rolex tier. Or the Aston Martin tier. Let's look at that list, and I just want to make sure we're making the right choice. Is Irma Bunt not a Rolex? I guess not. But then
she's not Rosa Klebb. That's her.
She's not, and that is so true.
We can
Honey
put
Ryder.
Fiona
Honey
Volpe.
Ryder's so important.
We can put Fiona Volpe in Aston Martin, and you can make me spend a point putting her up in Rolex if that's what you want to do.
I do want to do that.
Okay. All right. Great.
Because there's no question about where the last woman goes.
No, she's a British Petroleum through and through. No.
Yeah.
Diana Rigg, Tracy Di Vincenzo, Tracy Bond.
She might be the Rolex of Rolexes in our list here.
Yeah.
I think she's the most fabulous, the most stylish, the most interesting, the most unique character in the Bond franchise.
She's such a complex, well-realized character, beautifully portrayed, just such a stylish woman, and so sexy and strong and weak and flawed, and her story means something. Dame Diana Rigg knocked it out of the park. She is the model to which all others aspire.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. She's the only one of these women who makes me cry every time.
I gotta find her again now because I couldn't reach the top of the board.
Second one in the Toblerone tier.
Oh my God, it's so rude to even put her there for a second.
I know, she does not deserve to be there.
Okay, so this is our list. Rolexes, Tracy, Pussy, Rosa, Vespa, Mayday, and Xenia. And Aston Martins, I'll run through them as well. I'm not going to run through all of them. Irma, Honey, Miranda, Fiona, Natalya, Elektra, Y, Lynn, Tiffany, Case, Paloma, Anya, Amasova, Eve, Naomi, Domino, and Jill and Tilly. We each have 2 points to spend to move a character up a tier or down a tier. I'm just going to do this straight away because we know.
And I want you to do that with Miranda Frost.
All right. We've both spent a point. We have 1 point left each.
Okay.
You can move someone down. Be very poor form to move down someone that someone else has moved up. Someone else being me.
So I pick Fiona and you pick Miranda, and then everything is right with the world, is what you're saying?
And then we cancel this podcast because we're never coming back from that.
Well, we found the one thing that we just couldn't get past. I
think there's someone down.
Part of me wants to put Christmas Jones in the Aston Martin tier because there's room now. Just really elevating the Brosnan era Bond women. I mean, except for Jinx.
You do love to elevate the Brosnan era.
I do. I mean, the BP list is secure in my mind. The Marlboro list, I don't really see anything there that I disagree with either. I can see where you might disagree and want to make a couple of changes.
Yeah, I'm moving Sylvia to Toblerone.
There it is.
That's my point spent. It breaks my heart for Plenty to be left down there, but she's going to rule the roost with those queens. So, okay. How many dead women end up at the bottom, and how many I don't want to do that, Matt.
Oh no, that's dark.
That is dark. That is so dark. Actually, I think there's a pretty good distribution of living and dead. Is that darker? I don't know. You have 1 point left to spend.
I'm doing it. Christmas Jones is going up to the Aston Martins.
Wow.
It's so unfair. But this is the point system, baby.
And this is our list. It's no one else's. Though this is published on Tiermaker, anyone can go in and make their version of this list. We bequeath this to the world.
Yeah, I can't see anyone agreeing with us on any of these points, but I think it's perfect.
We're enriching the discourse. That's what we're doing.
That's right. Oh, great job, Andrew. That was really fun.
Great job. We will be doing many more tier lists as soon as I can get around to making them.
Yes.
Most tier lists don't have the names written on the pictures, and I think that's insane. So I had to spend a lot of time putting the names on everyone.
That just really helped me remind me who some of these people were.
It seems important. Women have names.
If you go back down to the BP list, most of these women look exactly the same. And I'm sorry to say that, but am I wrong?
There is a bit of a, lack of imagination there. Redheads don't end up in BP. That's what I'm learning. Blondes do. Blondes do.
And really severe haircuts. Those will get you some recognition.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think we've made a great list. And our Rolex tier is elite. And that's as it should be.
I think so.
We did great. If you disagree with our list, again, feel free to fill in the tier maker yourself or just send us your complaints. If you love the list, let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, kiss kiss.
Bang bang. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to this channel. You can follow Kiss Kiss Bang Bang on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at KKBBpod, or email us at kisskissbangbangpod@gmail.com.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is recorded in Toronto on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples.